Welcome back to our channel. I'm back with solution for another front-end interview question asked at ZEPTO company. The challenge is given breadcrumb array, generate the complete hierarchy starting from the root. Okay, we are given a list of breadcrumbs. Each item points to its parent. Okay, our goal is build the full hierarchy from root to the leaf. The output should be like this. If you see, the breadcrumb array is containing 5 items. Each item has ID, parent ID, and then title. Okay. Now what we have to do is we should construct breadcrumb array using this list of breadcrumbs. Now let's start with first step. Step 1 is create ID map. Okay, ID map to store ID of breadcrumb as well as there is breadcrumb itself as key value pair. Okay, for that let's create map object id map equal to new map and then loop through breadcrumb items. Okay, for that use for loop let item of breadcrumb and then inside this I'm going to check for condition if item dot id not equal to null, then only I'm going to push the item and then id of breadcrumb into array. Map. id map dot set the item id and then item itself, that is breadcrumb itself. This is the first step. Now the second step is find the leaf node. Okay, find the leaf node. Why? Because here in this problem I'm going to use back traverse, that is traverse from leaf to root, and then at the end I'm going to reverse that and then print the output. Okay, find the leaf node. So leaf node is nothing but the item with id null. Okay, for that what I'm going to do is I'm going to simply use breadcrumb dot find method. Okay, find, inside that I'm going to provide a condition item dot id equals to null. So I'm going to loop through all items and then find the breadcrumb item which is having id null, that is the leaf node. Okay, this is the second step. The third step is build hierarchy or breadcrumb chain. Okay, breadcrumb chain using back traverse from the leaf node to root node. Okay, this is the third step. So for that I'm going to take an array, empty array, hierarchy, it's an empty array, and then I'm going to use while condition. So here I'm taking the first leaf node which we found in the step 2. If it's not null, I simply push the title of that leaf node to array. Okay, dot title. Okay, now once we are done with pushing title into array, the next thing is we should find the parent for this leaf node. So if you see here, the parent for this leaf node is uh, the ID is 19. That is, now we should find breadcrumb item which is having ID 19. That is this one. So for that we can use this ID map. Now use ID map to get the parent node of current leaf node. Okay, for that ID map dot get dot parent ID. Okay, now we found the parent node for the current leaf node. So this loop will go until the leaf node is null, until the leaf node is null. That means not leaf node, until we traverse to root where parent ID will become null. Okay, that is this one till this part. So now let's print the output. Okay, let's print the output. So use this array and then reverse it and then join. Okay, now let me run the code and then see the output. If you see here, this is the desired output. If you see, Bluetooth is the leaf node. So from Bluetooth, we go to this. That is, next one is true wireless. From here, the 28 ID is wired. From here, parent ID 3, that is ID 3, that is headphones. From here, 12, ID 12 is audio. Here, once we reach this node, parent ID is null. That means this is the root node. So root is audio. From this, next one is headphones, wired, true wireless, and then Bluetooth. Okay, this is the solution for this front end challenge. So now let me tell you why we used this ID map. That is why we created ID map. Okay, instead of using directly this breadcrumb array to find the parent. Why? Because so to quickly find parent node, we can use this ID map. Okay, here the time complexity is constant. That is big O of n. Okay, here the time complexity is big O of n. Why? Because we are directly using the ID to find the parent node. So let's say if we skip this, that is creating ID map, we should directly use the breadcrumb to find the parent node. For that, let me show you how we can do that. Let's say constant parent ID, okay, equal to, we can use this dot parent ID. Now what we have to do is we should check if parent ID is null or not. If parent ID is null, that means we reached root. So we simply skip the execution using break. Okay, and then now we have to find the parent. If parent ID is not null, then we should find the parent. This thing and then put it here equals to, now use the breadcrumb dot find item dot id equals to parent ID. Okay, with this we can find the parent. But if you see here, this is a linear search. That is, it runs for n times. So the time complexity is big O of n. Sometimes the time complexity even goes for big O of n square in worst case. That is the reason we used or we created ID map of breadcrumb with its ID. Okay, that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you found the video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe.